Right then, let's talk about McLaren, founded by a bloke named Bruce, a proper racing nut. He loved speed, loved pushing cars to the limit. Started out racing himself, then decided to build his own cars. That's how McLaren was born, back in 1963. And let me tell you, these weren't your run-of-the-mill motors. McLaren was all about racing pedigree. Formula One, Can-Am, they did it all. Winning races, breaking records, making a proper name for themselves. But it wasn't just about winning. Bruce McLaren had this vision. He wanted to build road cars, supercars that took all that racing tech and put it in the hands of everyday drivers. Well, maybe not drivers. More like drivers with deep pockets and a need for speed, and that's the legacy he left behind. McLaren has become synonymous with performance, innovation, and pushing the boundaries of what a car can do. Creating a McLaren is a bit different from putting together your average Ford Fiesta. It's a meticulous process, a blend of cutting-edge tech and good old-fashioned craftsmanship. First, you've got the design. McLaren's design philosophy is all about form following function. Every curve, every intake, every line on a McLaren serves a purpose. It's about aerodynamics, it's about performance, it's about making a car that's as beautiful to look at as it is to drive. Then comes the build. McLaren uses some of the most advanced materials on the planet, carbon fiber, titanium, stuff that's lighter and stronger than your standard steel. And they don't just chuck it together willy-nilly. Each component is meticulously crafted and assembled by hand. The engines? Don't even get me started on the engines. These are hand-built powerhouses designed to deliver blistering speed and spine-tingling soundtracks. Each one is tested and tuned to perfection because a McLaren engine isn't just an engine, it's a symphony of power. And finally, the testing. Every McLaren is put through its paces on the track, pushed to its limits to ensure it meets the highest standards of performance and reliability. It's a rigorous process, but it's what separates a McLaren from the rest. Now, when it comes to innovation, McLaren wrote the book. They're constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible in a car. Take their carbon fiber chassis, for example. It's called the monocell, and it's basically the backbone of the car. Light as a feather, stiff as a board, it's one of the reasons why McLarens handle like go-karts on steroids. And then there's the active aerodynamics. These cars are covered in flaps and wings that adjust on the fly, depending on how fast you're going and how much downforce you need. It's like having a mini-plane underneath your car. They've also been pioneers in hybrid technology. Their P1 hypercar, for example, combined a petrol engine with an electric motor to create one of the fastest and most efficient cars on the planet. But it's not just about headline-grabbing tech. McLaren sweats the small stuff too. Their suspension systems are so advanced they can read the road surface and adjust the damping in milliseconds. It's all about creating a car that's not just fast, but also comfortable and engaging to drive. So, what's McLaren's impact on the car world? Well, they've raised the bar, haven't they? They've shown the world what's possible when you combine cutting-edge technology with a passion for performance. Other manufacturers, they've taken notice. Suddenly, everyone's interested in carbon fiber, hybrid powertrains, and active aerodynamics. McLaren's innovations have trickled down to more affordable cars, which is good news for everyone. But more importantly, they've kept the dream alive. The dream of owning a car that's more than just transport, a car that's a work of art, a technological marvel, a thrill ride on four wheels. And that's something worth celebrating, isn't it? So there you have it, McLaren. A company built on a foundation of racing heritage, engineering excellence, and a relentless pursuit of innovation. And with their finger on the pulse of the automotive future, I can't wait to see what they come up with next.